Hello you guys, welcome back to another art therapy video. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you're ready to get going into another week. Today is going to be a super simple, straightforward prompt, and it's going to get those same creative juices flowing that the other Monday prompts have been. So the ones that are, this is not a blank, so turning something into something else. So give yourself as much time as you need to do this prompt. Pause the video whenever, and really just give yourself a chance to use your creativity and your imagination to come up with something outside the box. Okay, so take a deep breath for those of you that are already stressed. And let's get started. What you're gonna need: paper, pencil, coloring materials, same things as usual, nothing fancy. So grab that kind of stuff and meet me back here. All right, so like I said, this is a super minimal step process or prompt. So there's only 2 steps to it. The first step we're gonna do right now, I want you to draw 3 different shapes or doodles on your page. So 3 just completely separate different shapes or doodles. So by that I mean shapes, your squares, your circles, your rectangles, octagons, whatever shape you want. And if you don't want to do like a hard shape like that, you can do a doodle. So whether it's kind of like a blob or a spiral or whatever like that, okay? So I want you to think of 3 different shapes or doodles and put them on your page, doesn't matter where, and do that, and then we'll come back, okay? All right, so you've drawn your 3 shapes. As you can see, I've got kind of like a blob, I've got a square, and I've got a circle. Again, they can be anywhere on your page, doesn't matter. And this is the start of our prompts. So now, this is where you have to use your brain, you have to use your creativity, your imagination. And what I want you to do is turn these 3 shapes into a picture that goes together. So take a look at what you've drawn and see how you can turn it into a picture that is cohesive, so that belongs together. So instead of just turning each item into something completely separate that doesn't belong. So for example, I could turn this into an ice cream cone and this into a, I don't know, a picnic basket, and this into a fire, but those don't really go together. So the idea is to look at what you've drawn and make them part of a larger picture that goes together. Does that make sense? Hopefully. If it doesn't, just let me know. So you're going to use your whole page now, and you're going to incorporate these shapes to make your final picture. All right, it can be a landscape, it can tell a story, it can be a doodle or design, but you need to incorporate all 3 of these into it. Okay, let's give it a shot. All right, so you have turned your shapes into a complete picture. So looking back at mine, I've turned my blob into like some seaweed. I turned my square into a treasure chest, and I turned this circle into a pearl that's inside of a clam, and I made it all underwater theme. All right, so that is one example of many examples of how you can turn 3 random objects and make it into one consistent, cohesive picture. So if that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, like I said, contact me and we can help work it through. But the main idea is just to make sure, or just to try to turn 3 separate objects into something that works together in a picture, basically, okay? And the last thing that I want you guys to do is color it. I know I said 2 steps, but I added the coloring step at the end. So go ahead and color your picture, be proud of your creativity, and complete your masterpiece. All right, you guys, and there you have it. Your finish the drawing picture is complete. And yeah, so for these ones, I really just want to encourage you guys to work with what you have drawn. Don't get frustrated with it. Be creative. Turn different shapes into different things, and don't feel like you have to be stuck in this box of this needs to be this or this needs to be that. There's so much room and possibilities for the things that you make in art, and the biggest gift that you can give yourself is the freedom to kind of explore that. So this is a simple creativity exercise. It gets those juices flowing, and I just have really a lot of fun with these types of prompts, and it makes you draw things that you don't plan on drawing, and I like that kind of stuff. So let me know what you thought, and let me know what shapes you drew and what you ended up with. And yeah, that is everything for today, you guys. I will see you again on Wednesday.